All right, today we're factoring polynomials when a is greater than 1. The example problem we're going to work is 3p squared minus 2p minus 5. All right, we're going to use a pretty straightforward process, 4-step process. The first step is slide. Second step is to factor. Step 3 has us divide. And then step 4, which kind of goes with step 3, we call bottoms up. So let's get started. Step 1, we slide our a value over to our c value and multiply. All right, so we rewrite it as p squared minus 2p minus 15, because 3 times a negative 5 is a negative 15, so we write it as minus 15. Then we have to factor as if a was equal to 1. So we open our parentheses, and we fill in our variables with a p at the beginning of each one. Then we draw our x over on the side. We put our c value up top, which is negative 15, and our b value on the bottom, which is negative 2. And we're looking for two numbers that multiply to negative 15 and add to negative 2. So it's going to give us a negative 5 and a positive 3. Negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. Negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. I then take those two factors and write them directly into my factors right here. My next step, step 3, is to divide. So I'm going to divide each of those numbers by the original number that I slid over, which is the 3. And then step 4, bottoms up, has to go along with step 3. I have to simplify my fractions. 5 over 3 does not simplify, so this 3 is bottoms up, and that becomes 3p minus 5. And then in my second factor, 3 divided by 3 is 1, so that factor becomes p plus 1. Now, if I wanted to, I'm completely factored. We're going to go ahead and introduce step 5 as well, which is solving. In order to solve, I'm going to set both factors equal to 0. So 3p minus 5 equals 0, and p plus 1 equals 0. And then just solve both of them for the variable p. The left side, I add 5 to both sides and get 3p equals 5. And then I divide by 3, and p equals 5/3. For my next factor, it's as simple as subtracting 1 from both sides, and p equals negative 1. So not only did I factor the highlighted portion right here, those are my factors, but I also solved for p at the bottom. P equals 5/3, and p equals negative 1.